Have you ever wondered if the biggest rivalry in rugby could be decided before the ball is even in play? Because just weeks before the All Blacks and Springboks collide, one explosive accusation has completely changed the conversation. A New Zealand pundit is claiming that South Africa's greatest weapon isn't just their power, their scrum, or their world-class players. He believes it's something far more controversial. And if these claims are true, this series could become one of the most debated battles rugby has seen in years. The Springboks are once again at the center of a storm, with accusations that they deliberately slow games down, create stoppages, and disrupt the rhythm of opponents who thrive on speed. It's a claim that has divided rugby fans around the world. Some see it as smart game management. Others believe it crosses an invisible line between strategy and sportsmanship. Now, with the greatest rivalry series just around the corner, emotions are already boiling over before a single whistle has been blown. And what makes this even more fascinating is that Dave Rennie's All Blacks are preparing to play a completely different brand of rugby. Before we dive into everything, if you love rugby stories, breaking news, and deep analysis from around the world, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications because this rivalry is only getting started. For years, the rivalry between New Zealand and South Africa has been built on respect, intensity, and two completely different philosophies of rugby. The Springboks have become famous for their physical dominance. Their massive forwards, their relentless defense, their tactical kicking, and their ability to squeeze opponents until mistakes begin to appear. Meanwhile, the All Blacks have traditionally relied on speed, creativity, fitness, and relentless attacking pressure. Under new head coach Dave Rennie, many believe that identity has become even stronger. Since taking over, Dave Rennie has repeatedly spoken about increasing the tempo of the game. He wants faster ball movement, quicker restarts, more attacking opportunities, less time standing around waiting for play to resume. Many analysts believe the early signs of his coaching style have already been visible in New Zealand's recent performances. The pace has increased. The confidence is growing. The players look eager to keep the ball alive whenever possible. But according to outspoken New Zealand broadcaster Mark Watson, that's exactly why the Springboks will try to slow everything down. Speaking on Sports Nation NZ, Mark Watson made some remarkably strong claims. He argued that no team in the world can match New Zealand when the game becomes fast and open. According to Mark Watson, that speed and athleticism remain the All Blacks' greatest advantage. But he believes South Africa understands that better than anyone. And because of that, he predicts they will do everything possible to interrupt the rhythm of the match. His comments immediately sparked debate. Some fans agreed. Others accused him of exaggerating. But there was no denying one thing. People were talking. According to Mark Watson, rugby fans should expect lengthy stoppages. He suggested there could be players appearing injured, contact lenses suddenly needing adjustment, equipment requiring attention, moments designed to slow the pace and allow exhausted players to recover. He even pointed toward Ireland's recent clashes with New Zealand, suggesting similar tactics had been used there. Whether fans agree or disagree, the comments instantly reignited one of rugby's oldest arguments. Where exactly is the line between intelligent game management and gamesmanship? Every experienced rugby supporter knows that controlling the tempo of a match has always been part of elite competition. Slowing quick ball, managing territory, taking time before set pieces, making tactical substitutions. These have existed for decades. The challenge comes when critics believe those delays become intentional. That's where opinions begin to split. Some argue that if the laws allow it, every professional team should use every legal advantage available. Others believe the spirit of rugby should matter just as much as the laws themselves. Perhaps the most controversial statement from Mark Watson came when he described the Springboks as being legally correct but morally corrupt. It was a phrase guaranteed to generate headlines. Supporters of South Africa quickly rejected the criticism. Many argued that successful teams are always accused of bending the rules when they dominate world rugby. After all, winning often attracts criticism, especially when victories come through discipline, patience, and tactical excellence rather than spectacular attacking rugby. The Springboks have built a reputation as one of the smartest tactical teams in international rugby. Their coaching staff constantly search for every possible competitive advantage. Their preparation is detailed. Their planning is meticulous. And under Rassie Erasmus, they have consistently demonstrated an incredible understanding of modern test rugby. For Springbok supporters, that isn't cheating. It's preparation. It's intelligence. It's championship rugby. On the other side, New Zealand fans argue that rugby is at its best when the ball remains in play. They want continuous action, fast transitions, relentless attacking pressure. Exactly the style Dave Rennie is trying to build. That contrast may ultimately define this entire series. Power against pace. Structure against freedom. Control against chaos. Adding another layer to the discussion, former Crusaders scrum half Bryn Hall recently suggested that the All Blacks should attempt to run the Springboks off their feet. The message was simple. Increase the tempo so dramatically that South Africa's powerful forwards begin to tire. If the game becomes fast enough, New Zealand believes opportunities will naturally appear. But executing that plan is much easier said than done. The Springboks have spent years perfecting ways to control matches. Their kicking game slows momentum. Their defensive system forces errors. Their forwards dominate collisions. Every phase is designed to place pressure on opponents. If New Zealand wants to succeed, they must prevent South Africa from dictating the rhythm. Naturally, attention has also turned toward the match officials. How much influence can referees have over the flow of a test match? Potentially, a great deal. Quick decisions. Firm communication. Strict management of delays. Consistent enforcement of the laws. All of these factors can dramatically influence the speed of a game. When Dave Rennie was asked whether his coaching staff would discuss these concerns with officials before the series, his response was calm and measured. He explained that conversations with referees happen before every test match. According to Dave Rennie, every team informs officials about the areas they consider important. He emphasized that maintaining tempo is central to how the All Blacks want to play. Importantly, Dave Rennie avoided directly criticizing the Springboks. Instead, he focused on explaining New Zealand's own priorities. That measured approach reflects the professionalism expected at the highest level of international rugby. Still, everyone understands the message. The All Blacks want rugby played quickly. They hope officials will allow continuous play whenever possible. Whether that happens remains to be seen. One fascinating aspect of this debate is how psychological battles begin long before kickoff. Public comments, media interviews, expert opinions. Every statement has the potential to influence the conversation surrounding a series. Sometimes those comments even create subtle pressure on referees before they step onto the field. Whether intentional or not, discussions like these become part of the pre-match narrative. Players hear them. Fans debate them. Coaches are asked about them. Officials inevitably become aware of them. By the time kickoff arrives, the story has already begun. For the All Blacks, success may depend on their ability to maintain. Have you